Up 1-0 in this series.
Yeah, they've taken the early lead, but like we said, this is a best of 5. So even if they win this game, there's still another one, at least one more on the way.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of League of Legends to be had today and this weekend as well, Kobe. So make sure you tune into all of that. But EG, now swapping sides, going to move out. And I think we are going to see a level 1 invade. Maybe not for kills, but certainly with Annie, a lot of teams like to use that AoE stun to try and invade early.
So he's got his stun charged up all the way, as noted by the half mana bar. And both supports, once again, have started with the Dorans. They've said, yo, great, you've introduced all these amazing gold per 5 items for supports. We're just going to go with back to Dorans.
Yeah, I mean, as we said, Crepo does like his Dorans, and Bubba seems to like it here as well. So lots of action, but Robert gets cleaved. Bouncing bomb going to move through. It's all flash starting there, and Robert very much in trouble. There's the short fuse coming through, and Undertow's going to clean him out.
Okay, so Robert, at the point that he was caught by that Annie stun, I was thinking that he was just going to give himself up for dead and not flash, but he actually flashes and barrier, which is a huge loss. On this patch, getting the first blood doesn't actually mean as much as before. It's a lot less gold that you get for it, but burning 2 summoners means just as much as it ever did. That is going to be really hard for him in lane.
Yeah, and Crepo burnt both of his, but Yellowpete still has both his flash and his barrier available here. So Robert does give up the first blood there, and you mentioned it before, Crepo wants to make plays here, does so on Annie there for the first blood.
He has not wasted any time, and it's the same old Crepo. They were able to secure that first blood, and it went to Snoopy, but because of that reduced gold value, even though he went back to base, he's got nothing to say for it.
Yeah, but when he does go back for that first shopping trip, the potential level 4 gank will look very, very scary once he moves in. But junglers are going to start their buffs now. Looks like Olaf's going to get his blue, and we're going to have Broken Shard actually start towards the red. So both of them going to be looking for the top lane.
Now the one thing here for Determined Gaming that, you know, even though Robert had to burn both summoners, Olaf as a jungler early on is not that scary coming in from ganks. He only has a slow, not a hard CC. So I think that as long as Determined play a bit safer and they just put under those wards in the river, then they should be okay and wait. They could just wait out the cooldowns on those summoners. Since they were burned actually so early into the game, it wasn't even close to minion spawning.
Yep, Snoopy just going to hang out at the race, continue his farm. Broken Shard off towards the blue buff now as well, so should hit level 3 nice and early. And going to be able to look for the top lane if he wants to. And if you're going to keep Mundo down, you kind of have to do it early.
And wow, that stat for Snoopy actually is surprising. I remember he did well in the last game, but he kind of snuck up there. Only died 1 time and got extremely tanky.
I'm kind of busy watching everyone else from EG look good. Focusing on Crepo, Snoopy.
Yeah, he's off to a really good start here, though. And in the bottom lane, it's as expected. They're going to have the upper hand because Robert knows he does not have a barrier to fall back on. And like we said, the early trading potential of an Annie and Lucian lane is extremely high.
Yeah, looks like Broken Shard hanging out towards the top lane now. Gonna maybe look for a gank here, especially without the spell shield, as you mentioned, down the bottom lane. They're very hard for Sivir to really get any work done, and Vi's gonna back off.
Now, the thing is, this is the 3.14 patch. So the trinkets that you buy, since everyone has bought this yellow trinket, they show how many wards you've placed. And Broken Shard should have looked at Inox's inventory, moused over his ward trinket right there, and seen that he's placed the ward. So he wasted a little bit of time right there. It's one of my favorite tricks that's now gone in the current live patch that you can't actually do anymore. But it just made gankings for junglers so efficient. You can check how many wards each laner has placed and usually guess where it's been placed.
Is that the penance for the Sivir spell shield being so long?
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy with that. It's no longer live though, so you can't really make use of it now.
No. But it looks like, again, we are going to have a pause. For me, Kobe, one of the most interesting matchups here is actually in the mid lane. We've got Orianna versus Ziggs. Now, Ori was very, very popular for quite a long time, but haven't seen her nearly as much now.
Yeah, Orianna, you know, she can go pretty even with Ziggs there. That's a farming kind of skill matchup, but Ziggs definitely still has the upper hand in pushing. Since he can wave clear so easily and harass while he's doing it. Cheering there for the tech crew.
Hey man, they're doing good work.
Good view.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, just to let you know, Crepo's computer is actually being switched out. So despite playing so well, having a few issues there, unfortunately. So we'll get that done as quick as we possibly can.
Too many plays.
He was too good.
Wore through.
They're nerfing him.
Wore through that Q button.
It's all gone. He needs a new keyboard as well. Needs to be replaced.
Don't start with the conspiracies here. North America sabotaging the EU team that came over.
Said nothing. I'm neutral. I'm Australian. That's how that works.
Oh, that's perfect. The neutral party coming in. All right, but yeah, I'm excited for especially the bottom lane because I think that Robert and Bubbledub can pull this one back, even though they're behind very early and against a Lucian Anley, nonetheless. If he can farm under the turret, well, then he'll be fine, and he'll be able to get back this because he is at Sivir, and Sivir's looking for the later game impact that she's going to bring with her ultimate.
Yeah, it's just kind of as long as they don't die again. That's the key thing here. But Crepa's got no summoners left. Level 6 could get a little scary with Tibbers coming up, but Spell Shield, I mean, Robert's a great player. He should be able to shield any sort of stun coming